Hey, this time on the Hatchet TV Podcast, we go into some uncomfortable areas and talk about things we normally don't talk about here on the podcast. We talk a little bit about politics. We talk a lot about race and hurt feelings and sensitivity, stuff like that. And some other stuff. We talk about video games and the normal BS that we do. But I just want to let y'all know, first of all, that's Felipe's Garage. If there's another podcast you want to listen to, go listen to Felipe's Garage from MERS. Yeah, that MERS. And Cookbook. Anyways, that's the podcast that I'm listening to right now. Besides our own, of course. But our sponsors, Deadlights Tattoos, over at 5418 Glen Ridge Drive in San Antonio, Texas. They share a parking lot with Las Palapas. You got to be careful because there's like a bajillion tattoo parlors out that way. You want to go to Deadlights Tattoo. They share the parking lot with Las Palapas right there off of Evers and 410. Also, Collectors Authority. Comics over on the south side of San Antonio. A true comic book shop. And then you also want to go over to One Up Gaming and Movies over the Pika Pika Plaza, also on the south side. One Up Gaming and Movies. They've got Blu-rays, DVDs, all kinds of video games. And you want that, especially with Hatchet TV Gaming, you know. So check out our sponsors. All right, Deadlights Tattoos, Collectors Authority, and One Up Gaming and Movies. I'm just messing with y'all. All right, so it's myself, Deb, and Chuckles. And got about 45 minutes of stuff to check out. All right, so thanks for tuning in. And here we go.
Life has gone astray for broken men with bills to pay. Enslaved by debt, they've grown from hope. Now lost.
So how should we start it? Should we start it with a song? Should we beatbox and all that stuff? Or should we just go into it?
I say we should have Deborah sing a song from the dome.
I say no.
No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. And no. 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 Deborah said a no. And no. She didn't want to sing, but I'll sing for her instead. I came from the backs of the streets, and I came with a back of a hat in my back, and I got all kinds of sacks in my nuts. Sacks. Sacks. Deborah said no. 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 Take it, Deborah.
No. 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 No.
All right, y'all. Josh.
And Deb.
Chuckles.
And we are here for the Hatchet TV Podcast. Even though the title of the podcast is because in a professional podcast world, you're supposed to have a title that matches with your subjects and all that stuff. And we never have subjects, and we never have
A title.
Our podcast is whatever the hell we want to talk about. And we normally come here. What we try to do is have a topic each out of the three of us and talk about stuff. But Deb doesn't have one this week, but I have two. So I'm thinking, should I say one of mine? And I know Chuckles has one. And then he says his, then we come back to mine?
Yeah.
Or should I say both of mine? Or should Chuckles say his first, and then I do both of mine? What do you think, Chuckles?
Whatever your heart desires, my lord.
Okay, we're going to do one of mine, then we're going to do yours, and then we're going to come back to my second one.
I also want to say we are labeling ourselves safe from the YouTube shutdown that just happened.
Yes, I would like to
check
in safe from the YouTube, hashtag YouTube down.
It scared me.
Did you even know it was down? Because you were at work.
No, it's just I was looking through Facebook when I was taking a dump.
I wonder if anybody like freaked out and had like a panic attack.
Someone
Or-
posted like the Simpsons when the TVs, I guess like Itchy and Scratchy were born, and the kids go outside and play, and they're like rubbing their eyes.
Oh my
Feels
god!
like burning.
Tastes like burning.
Tastes like burning.
burning. But so we'll talk about my first thing. It's just more of a rant. It's something I'm a bitch about. And our podcasts are not necessarily safe for work, only because of our language. Sometimes chuckles is chuckles.
What?
And so a couple of bad words might squeeze out there. So if you have very sensitive kids, it's a tough world. So you might want to worry about toughening them up a little bit. But other than that, let's go into it. All right?
Arr.
So I used to work in the retail world many, 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 many years ago.
2 months ago.
No, a long time ago. And so there's some sympathy with what I'm about to say right now. The other day, Deb and I, yesterday was Monday, Deb and I went to a certain grocery and convenience and TVs, Walmart, you know.
I was gonna say that sounds a lot like Kroger's.
And we got all the stuff we wanted to get. I needed some new underwears, some new socks. I was going to buy ankle socks because apparently you're an old guy if you have socks higher than your ankles. Yeah, so I was going to get some ankle socks. And you can't get white socks, so I had black socks and gray socks. If you wear white socks, you're some old guy, even though I am an old guy. But so I got some ankle socks, some underwears. What are you laughing about, Deborah?
Nothing.
Deborah got underwears too.
Did you, or did you get? You got socks.
I got socks.
You got socks. You know what? Those ankle socks back in the day, those were girl socks.
Yeah, you used to have like little skirts on them.
They had like a little trim around the top,
I had some of those.
and then the ones that had the little skirt on them.
Me
And then
living
they
in
had the little bola in the back that would hang off, like on the back of the.
The
Me
pom
living in
pom.
the
Pom-pom.
ghetto, and both my parents having to work, and of course we never had clean laundry. Sometimes I had to wear my sister's socks. But good thing we weren't allowed to wear shorts.
That explains a lot. You were wearing girly socks.
As soon as I put those socks on, my penis went backwards.
Oh, boop, pop back in. Oh, but you can't say they're girly socks because that's rude. But anyways, so had some underwears, had a couple of pairs of socks, had a pan because we were gonna cook some chicken.
I want to get like what's those black pans called?
Spandex,
No, the black pans that you cook with.
like a cast iron pan.
Yes.
Yes,
I want to get one of those and cook a steak just for the hell of it.
Yes, but
You're not gonna eat it
so
afterwards?
No, just gonna cook it.
we had chicken and we had vegetables and we had a whole bunch of cold stuff.
Taquitos.
And we had taquitos, so we can put them in our air fryer, our fat-free air fryer. And
And take the fat out.
yes,
So all that's left is a chicken killer.
for those of y'all who don't know, I stopped the device right now, the recording device, because I was looking at the peaks when we were talking, and Chuckle's peaks looked a little low. So now we're doing this. But talking to your mic.
Wait till I get an erection. It's really high.
Yeah. His peaks get high. So, like I was saying, we're there in line, all this frozen stuff. Oh, I was going to get a knit cap because it's cold. It's been 50 degrees in Texas. I know Terry's going to be like, fuck 50 degrees. That's a summer breeze. Makes me feel myself. Oh, anyways. So we're waiting in line, and the automatic checkout, each one, the self-checkout, each one of those has a person on it. Half of them have blinking red lights, and there's like 10 people in line into that. And then I look, and way down on the other side, same thing. The automatic checkout, the self-checkouts over there. I don't know why I call them automatic checkouts. Self-checkouts all the way over there. And there's a long line of people there. And there's like 3 long lines in front of us. Instead of cutting into the store, it's running perpendicular with the front of the store. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, they got a bunch of lanes open. They had 2 lanes open. And each of the 2 lanes had like 16 people, 16 carts.
Wait, hold on. So isn't that like each? Isn't it supposed to be like like 6 in each area? So like 6 registers.
There's tons of registers.
No, I'm talking about self checkouts.
Yeah, and half of them were blinking red because they weren't working.
I think only like maybe 3 or 4 were working.
Is this the same Walmart where they told me?
No,
Oh, okay.
completely different Walmart.
Yeah.
That
We usually don't have any problems at this one.
But then it hit 50 degrees in San Antonio, so everybody needs bread, milk, and water because everybody's gonna freeze in their house because it's 50 degrees. Oh, time to make caldo.
Everybody bought dog houses today, and winter coats.
Winter coats for their dogs.
Yes.
Their long-haired Shih Tzus.
Some lady came in with the ugliest bulldog I have ever seen. I swear to God, this dog should have been shot at birth.
Was it all face flaps and snot?
No, like one eyeball was in the middle of his forehead, and the other one was next to his cheek. And that's all you heard. She's like, "Isn't he adorable?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am. Gotta go this way."
He's adorable. Let's adore him in the back.
So did you call a manager like I would?
They were walking around with their vests and their clipboards. So this is my complaint about Walmart. So you know what we did? I'm like, fuck this out loud. Right? And I'm trying to leave the basket there, and Deb's like, let's put everything away. I'm like, no, fuck this.
Deborah!
But we
Well,
have
at least the chicken.
There's chicken?
Yeah, we bought chicken.
Oh, I think what
We're gonna-
fat-free Crispies.
Those two. I mean, we had a basket full of stuff. So I just left the shit there. Just left it.
I would have tipped it over.
No. And so we're driving away, and Deborah's all mad. I'm like, fuck that. How are they going to have, and there was a bunch of people there. There was a bunch of associates up front and everything, and they're getting chewed out, and, but you go to H-E-B. For our listeners that aren't in San Antonio,
H-E-B
H-E-B
has never done me wrong.
I can say the same. But here's the thing. You go to H-E-B, and there's like 16 cashiers up front, and there's still long lines because everybody's buying shit, right? But there's always like 1 or 2 managers going, okay, come over here to this line. Come over here to this line. And it never fails. We're nowhere close to 15 items or less or 10 items or less, and we got a whole basket of shit. Or I'm one of these people that hates when somebody gets in the 10 items or less and they got like 12 items. I hate that shit.
That's me.
So I don't do that. And Deborah gets all mad. It's only 11. They're not going to know this. I notice. I know.
Why the fuck do we still go to Walmart if you got H-E-B?
I don't know. Because I passed one. I passed like 10 of them. But anyways. So you go to H-E-B, and there's all these long-ass lines and all that. And there's always like 1 or 2 managers sharing one. I got this side. You got that side. Right? And they're like, okay, you go to this lane. You go to that lane. And it never fails. Whenever I have like 20 items or 30 items, go ahead and go to this lane, sir. No, sir, it's 10 items or less. No, you'll be fine. And then we get into the lane, and then I tell the cashier, hey, Mike with the clipboard over there. She says, oh, yeah, no problem. Then you turn and look, and there's the old lady right behind me like, this motherfucker got more than 10 pieces.
She got like sugar-free candies and diabetes medicine.
Yeah, and here I am with 30 things, and she didn't see when Mike with the clipboard said it was all right to get in the. And the cashier's like, "Oh, no big deal, it's okay. That's what they do for customer service and blah 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 blah." Cashier completely understands. Then there's the old lady, and then what makes me mad is the pregnant chick with 12 kids and tattoos on her eyelids, and, and different chanclas all messed up, boob tattoos, and that were done
Lone Star card
that were done in prison, and she's got a Michael Kors bag and
Mortal Kombat bag,
a Mortal Kombat bag, and a Louis Vuitton bag.
And for some reason, no money in the wallet.
All her kids have Jordans on, and she's got her Lone Star card. And she's got like 50 items or 100 items in her basket, and Mike with the clipboard didn't put her in the 10 items or whatever. And she's looking at me like, because I got 20 items. And that's what fucking pisses me off.
I want to know more about the prison chick.
You're envisioning all this?
I'm envisioning, like, I think 2 of them came to my store today.
With the same tattoo eyelids.
No, they're like, let me get a goldfish. I'm like, okay, you have anything to put them in there? Like, no. All right. What are you going to do with them? Keep them in the bag.
What?
You know they're going to die, right? I don't care. It's for my son. No.
You don't want to buy a $5 bowl, maybe?
Well, you won't even live in a bowl. I don't want to go into it.
Oh, it's a goldfish.
Correct.
I was thinking like betas or something.
Yeah, I try to explain to her you get a beta, but no.
So,
But it's usually the tattoo Mortal Kombat purse chicks that come in there doing that shit.
And it's not the good tattoos, right?
No, they always look like some fucking like Trey's pussy or tits on her.
Like I said earlier, we have bad words, curse words, and then there's Chuckles
We
words.
live in 2018. I swear to God, these little 4-year-olds know more cuss words than I do.
First of all, there shouldn't be 4-year-olds listening to this podcast ever. I don't care if we're talking about My Little Pony or even if it says podcast for 4-year-olds. If it's on our channel, don't fucking listen to them.
If there's any 4-year-olds listening right now,
Go the fuck to sleep.
let you know that your mom got fucked by her dad. Your dad.
what?
By her dad?
Yeah, by her dad.
Wow.
Hey, we're in Texas, aren't we?
Wow. Wow. Ah.
Oh, by the way,
Oh, shit.
how about this weather?
Yeah, it's just like how it always is this time of year.
I love bringing out this hoodie. I got this hoodie back in 2005 at a concert. Can you see what it says?
It's a Bloodhound Gang.
Damn right.
Now, if you unzip it to like your sternum, you might be able to breathe.
I was like, what?
But I was very happy to take this out of the closet. But it smells like my dad really bad.
So, Chuckles, my question is, when are you coming out of the closet? Remember when that could be a joke, and now it's just very insensitive to say something like that?
No. People make things insensitive because they make it insensitive. I have this lady.
You just said people make things insensitive because they make things insensitive.
Exactly.
That's like saying 2 + 2 is 4 because 2 + 2 is 4.
I have two employees, and one of them tells the other guy, who happens to be a white guy, and she goes, "That is racist." I'm sorry, they're my friends. I didn't mean to say that. Like, dude, do not apologize for anything. It's a free fucking country. He goes, "You're a racist?" He goes, "Yeah." I asked her, is he a racist? He's like, "Yeah." "You think you're a racist?" Like, "No." "Fuck you. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, as long as he doesn't kill anybody. I'm a fucking racist. What are you gonna fucking do about it?" And she was like, "Oh." I got pissed off, dude.
Hashtag me too.
But people make things insensitive because, like, oh, it's
Wait,
insensitive.
you need some pretext to this.
What?
Can you say what was said that somebody else assumed it was racist?
Yeah.
Without saying the N-word?
Yeah.
Okay, what was it?
She was saying because he made it a point to make black friends in college, he's a racist.
So, because this person, who happens to be a white person,
Correct.
white as in Anglo,
Yes. Like,
decided
super
that
pink
in
white.
his life, he has not experienced the friendship of black people.
Correct.
So he made it a point to make friends with black people.
Correct.
So, cutting out white and black.
Correct.
This person of one race said, "I don't know this other race, so I'd like to know this other race better. That way I won't make judgments about people and thinking just the shit I see on TV is real, so I'm going to actually learn and better myself by meeting people of other races instead of just sticking to what I know. I'm going to reach out and go into the unknown." And because this person made a point to better themselves by learning something different about a group of different people that he didn't know, this other person said he was racist.
And what really pissed me off is he said he was sorry.
Yes.
And I said, you know what? It doesn't matter if this guy, it doesn't matter what he believes in or what he thinks. He has full right to do it. And I said, how are you going to stop him from doing it? How are you, you know how raunchy I can get.
Yes.
How are you going to stop me from being that?
Well, you be you when you're
exactly,
you.
Right?
But when we're on this.
Yeah, I understand. But I'm saying, what makes her think just by calling him a racist, he has to apologize and stop?
That's the guilt word.
Exactly. I say you shouldn't have to be guilted into anything. You can, if you want to say that, say it. No one's going to stop you. You know, no one's going to stop you.
You might get beat up.
It ain't gonna stop you the day after you heal.
If you die.
And you're dead.
Then you're like, my bad.
But that's what make all they say that, oh, this is sensitive and this is this and this and like, fuck that. Deal with it. I don't give a shit you're insensitive or that offends you. I don't give a shit. I seriously don't, and you're not gonna stop me.
Is this the thing that you wanted to talk about?
Yes.
Awesome.
So for the fact that we live in a generation like, oh, I better watch what I have to say or walk on glass. Fuck that. I pay fucking taxes to do that shit. And you know what? I'll defend everybody's right to call me a racist or to say, fuck you. I defend that right.
For somebody to tell you, fuck you.
Yeah, or tell me I'm racist, or tell me to shut up, or tell me to say sorry, or whatever the fuck I want to say. I have the right to say
Now,
it.
what if a person... I'm playing devil's advocate here, just for another side of the discussion so we can talk a little bit longer. What if that person tells you, hey, what you're saying, not that they're saying anybody else, but just themselves in particular, what you're saying is hurting my feelings and it's causing me issues right now. At this moment, you're saying...
Do I know this person?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you cut back temporarily?
I will cut back only because you're my friend or family member.
Okay.
Only because, I really enjoy your company and I want to see ourselves, we all make compromises for people we care about.
What if it's a total stranger? Wait,
fuck you.
I'm giving you a scenario here. What if it's a total stranger with like their 89-year-old grandma or whatever, and it's like, you hurt my grandma's feelings?
It's the same kind of feeling I get when I find out like 100 soldiers passed away. None of the soldiers I know. It still sucks, but hey, life goes on.
I don't see that. I hear you, and I think I'm getting the gist of what you're saying.
But the thing is, too,
I'm also just being nice because you're my friend.
If someone would have told me that and not accept my apology, okay, I'm sorry, and still dug it in, the third time I'd be like, fuck you.
No, but what if you're being Rowdy Chuckles out somewheres, right? And somebody's like, hey, my grandma's over here. Can you cut it back? Just calm the fuck down for a little bit, please.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
But if I'm like talking to you in a public place, hey Josh, like, yeah, man, I used to live in the East Side with all the, all the N-words. I can say it because I'm talking to you, and someone comes up to me and says, hey, that's racist. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Seriously, why? Most of the time when someone tells you that you're racist, only because they want attention.
I can't argue the point because for me it's 50-50.
The whole reason why you butt your nose into anybody's business in the first place is because of attention. And you want to speak your mind.
Or just because you're nosy.
Attention. So what really pissed me off about this situation that he said, I'm sorry. And she was like...
Was he sorry to her, or was he sorry?
He said sorry to her. I'm saying, I apologize. And I said, do not apologize, dude. Do not apologize.
Because what he was doing, though, is really not a bad thing.
Exactly,
He didn't know any black people.
She just heard black people.
Let me ask you.
Coming from a white guy's mouth.
What is she a person of color?
She's half white, half Mexican.
So she's like me.
Yeah.
And she's not even black.
Yeah.
and because this guy wanted to meet black people and learn from black people and possibly have friends that are black people, and then his friends ended up being black people, right?
Mm-hmm.
That offended her?
Yeah, because he said black people.
Oh my God, my brain hurts.
And the thing is, I said, and he turned bright red, and he started apologizing to her. Like, do not apologize to her. And like, look at her. Who the fuck is she? He's like, yeah, exactly. Who the fuck is she? I looked at her. Who the fuck are you to tell this guy what to do? He's a grown man. Well, he's racist. He's like, so? I'm fucking racist, and what are you gonna do about it? And she's like, yeah, she just stood there.
You're saying that you're racist in her definition.
Everybody's racist, was what I was trying to tell her. Everybody's racist.
And separatists.
Yes.
And yeah.
And so there's no point. And the only reason why you're saying that to make yourself feel good and to make a scene in front of his friends and in front of your friends. You know? That's why I shut both of y'all down. And say, fuck you to both of you. Don't apologize to her. And fuck you for thinking you can tell a grown person what to do because you think it's bad.
Yeah. I can't argue the point. Because I wasn't really listening, and I don't know what I was doing.
I fell asleep right now. So.
Deborah's texting.
I'm like, man, Chuckles is racist.
Once again, this is a cool thing where something that you're saying goes along with what another one of my topics.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
No. Well, this is my second topic. Really links to your topic.
Yeah.
Go on.
What is he running for?
I don't know.
I don't run.
Hold on, let me get on my phone here.
While you're looking, have you seen can I talk about that video?
Yeah, go
Or the
ahead.
guy? Have you seen the video of the guy who beats up the girl in the parking lot?
Yes, that was awesome. I loved it.
Why?
I loved it. Because people are assholes, and people don't get their just desserts no more.
He was the one, he fucking got off of the truck.
Wait. She didn't cut him off. The old lady cut him off.
Oh, she's the one who got in his face.
He kicked the shit out of her car.
Call the cops.
Yeah. With that
Call the
part.
cops. See, as simple as that.
Okay,
That's why
she hit him.
But-
I understand that. She shouldn't have hit him. He hit her, but he didn't have to continue hitting her. And he fucking, threw her on the... No.
So what?
No. He didn't have to continue doing that.
Says who?
He's a fucking douchebag, and if you say that she deserved it or whatever, then
I
you're a
never said
douchebag
anything
too.
about deserving it.
But you're all like,
No, but
blah,
here's
blah,
the
blah,
thing.
blah, I was fucking awesome.
Well, here's the thing.
We had this conversation at work.
Here's the thing. When you're a little kid and you're around a bonfire and the dad says, "Do not touch the fire," but you do anyway. What did you learn?
Not to touch the fire.
Exactly.
I don't agree with you at all, Chuckles. You were completely wrong.
Just because
I have to sleep next to her, Chuckles.
just because she decided to put her hands on him.
Okay, for those of y'all who don't know what
And
we're
then
talking
he was
about,
a fucking pussy and took off.
That's fine. That's fine.
wait,
But the thing is to say that she did not deserve that. Come on now.
Time out. For those of y'all that don't know what happened, in a parking lot, in a packed parking lot, at a place that we go to for Chinese food,
What place was it?
Golden Walk, right there off of 410, where we go with Tito all the time.
Yeah.
Where there's plenty of parking.
No, there's really not plenty of parking.
He could have parked on the other side.
He was really fat.
They weren't gonna...
As a fat man, I understand what he's. So,
And he was parked away from the
Time
parking spot.
time the fuck out. I'm so much fucked.
Ba-ba-booey.
I'm in a lot of trouble now. But anyways, okay. So I'm trying to explain to the people that haven't seen this and probably won't see it because it's on local San Antonio news. Parking lot was full, right? There was one empty spot. I'm not talking about right or wrong when it comes to the ass beating, but the guy was on the left-hand side of the lane, backing up at like 0.0005 miles per hour, right? And the lady comes in from the other side and whoop, goes in. If you're going to be backing up in that, you need to be in the middle of the lane or on the right, right? I'm not defending the lady. I'm just saying what he did wrong. What she did wrong was pull in there and just whoop And the guy gets off and he's like, hey, I was parking there. She's like, ah, and it looks, I'm assuming. She said, oh, well, you took too long. And she kind of waves him off and then walks away. And then the guy gets mad and donkey kicks the fucking side of her car.
If Jonathan was here.
And he like kicks it like fat guy, I can't lift my foot too high, but he mule kicks it. That's the word.
I don't want to hurt my toes, so I hit it with my palm of my foot.
Which is kind of smart, because if he was wearing Chucks or whatever and he would have kicked the side of a car, he would have broke his toes.
He should have.
Just we know this from experience.
So he was not for the beatdown, but the proper driving. He was wrong for the way he was trying to back into it, because he was going to scrape the fuck out of everybody else, you know. So then he mule kicks the car, and then this lady gets out of the passenger side or the rear driver's side, right, the backseat driver's side, and she's like, it looks like, I'm assuming, allegedly. She's like, blah, 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 blah. And the guy's like, yeah, it looks like, he's like, yeah. And she pops him, boom. And then he's like, he was going all equal rights.
No, I'm telling you right now, if anybody hits me, I don't give a fuck how age
Male,
or gender, I'm
female,
knocking the shit out of them, and I'm making sure they remember me.
A complete total stranger.
But I also was like, should I put my hands on this person? Because that's the whole reason why I don't speed no more. The whole reason why I don't speed no more.
You completely lost me.
It's for the fact that I spend so much fucking money is the reason why I don't speed no more, because it's easier to fuck you up legally than physically. You learn your lessons quicker.
Okay.
All I know is I should have got my license when I had the chance. Because, motherfucker, you punch me, I'm going to fucking shoot you.
What is that? What?
No, I'm saying.
That license.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That license. Okay.
Yes.
So.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Back to my point. And it works with what you were saying earlier, Chuckles. Race. I will prefix this with I am a child of an intercultural marriage. Intercultural, interethnicity. Not race, but interethnicity. Multiple ethnicities, being my mother being Hispanic, my father being Anglo.
White Mexican.
Yeah, white Mexican. Well, you can't say Mexican anymore because my mother wasn't from Mexico, even though, and long story. But in Texas, running for Senate, there is Ted Cruz, which is a Hispanic surname. And he's running against Beto O'Rourke.
I thought it was Beto.
Well, here's the thing. Some of this information is not 100% correct because I don't know the actual numbers, the exact numbers of things, but it's been said that he's been called Beto since he was a small child because he grew up in, I think, the Panhandle or go online, find this shit out, read it yourself. He grew up around a whole bunch of Hispanics, and all his friends were Hispanics or something like that. And his Hispanic friends gave him the name of Beto, right? Beto.
Or they call him Culero. Hey, Culero.
If you don't know what culero means, look that up too. So, my point is, and it goes back to the Obama thing, the Trump thing, the Beto thing. There are a bunch of Hispanics, and I've heard this with my own ears, seen this with my own eyes. Right? Beto O'Rourke's name is Robert Francis O'Rourke. And now with me being as white as I am and as white as my surname is and everything like that, I can feel the pain of this, but I am half Hispanic. Not a quarter, not an eighth, not 1,024th. I am half Hispanic. It's in my blood. You know? I've heard this and seen this with my own eyes. There are so many Hispanics going, "Oh, finally, one of us. We're going to be represented. Vote for Beto because he's one of us. Vote for Beto." And their reasoning of one of us is that his name is Beto. His name is not Beto. His nickname is Beto, according to him. You know, but don't vote for somebody just because they're Hispanic. Voting for somebody only because they're Hispanic, you think, is just as bad as not voting for somebody because they're Hispanic.
I get what you're saying, because people give me the same shit when I go for Triple G or Mayweather.
Oh my God! Yes, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Well, how come you're not going for Canelo? He's the Mexican.
Like, fuck Canelo. I don't know that puto. And it's like, Mayweather's a better fighter. I'm a fan of Mayweather. I'm a fan of Triple G.
But the thing going back to that is, like with Obama, voting for Obama only because he is black, in my opinion, I'm not stating this is what, hard facts or whatever, is just as bad as not voting for him because he's black.
Doesn't this show how stupid not our country, but
our
us
people,
us as human races are?
That's what I was going to say. Our people, as in people, not any race of people, but our people, all of us.
Yeah, it worked for Obama. It worked for what's going on with Beto and Cruz. And it's going like the same thing with boxing. They only do it because of their race, of the same race. It makes.
I would like to say that I voted for Obama the first time.
I didn't vote for anybody. I'll never vote.
Yeah.
He's like, when people ask me, "Well, how come I don't vote?" I don't agree with anybody.
That was my point. That's what I wanted to say. Don't vote for somebody because you think they're one of us because their name's Beto. Don't vote for somebody because they're African American. Don't vote against somebody because they're African American. Find out what this person stands for, and if you like what they're saying, if you believe the platform that they stand on, vote for them.
I personally do not think Donald Trump has done that bad.
Wait.
Hold on. He's not done that bad, but he literally worked the system to his way just by saying a few other words that people with that same mentality, just because they heard wall or just because they heard make America great again, was the only reason why they even voted for him in the first place.
You do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but he used the same kind of thing.
Because people
if I'm going to vote for Beto's probably going to free taco trucks at every lawn, whatever.
Why'd you gotta go? Why'd you gotta go to the tacos?
Because it's true.
But no, here's what I'm saying. This podcast,
tacos for everybody.
This podcast, we all have our own individual thoughts and views on things, and I'm not saying it to be funny or anything like that. I'm not saying don't vote for him. I'm not saying go vote for Cruz. I'm saying listen to these people, listen to what they're saying, and if what they're saying represents you, vote for that person. But don't vote for that person only because you're seeing signs that say Beto for Senate.
And it looks like spicy ketchup from Walmart. From Whataburger.
Yes, I saw that meme.
It does.
I saw that meme. Vote for the person because you like what he's saying about whatever and whatever. And if you really, and like I'm saying, we're not throwing our name, who we're choosing or anything like that. But if you really wanted to say, hey, vote for this person because they're Hispanic or because they're quote-unquote Mexican, Cruz. He's literally got the blood there, the bloodline there that you're looking for.
I'm not
voting. But I'm not. I am specifically saying don't vote for Cruz because of his bloodline. And I'm specifically saying don't vote for Beto because of his name. Find out a real reason to vote. Find out the truth. And don't let your emotions get in your way. Your racist emotions get in the way. Just write the shit down on paper and go, this is how I feel about all this stuff. If it's abortion, if it's gun control, if it's immigration or whatever, write your shit down that you like and write the shit down that you don't like You're right over there, Deborah? And then count it. Hey, these are 10 things right here. These are 5 things that I'm against. And this representative is closest to mine. Vote for that motherfucker right there.
You want to give me a vote again? The next candidate who comes out dressed like Spider-Man, I'll vote for that guy.
No matter what.
No matter what. Kill the firstborn. He's dressed like Spider-Man. I got to vote for him.
Oh, my goodness. That's all I got, man. I'm beat.
Hey, did you see the Funko Batcave for the He-Man DC figures?
Oh, my God, no.
They actually look good. It's the same size as Castle Grayskull.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
I'm actually thinking about getting some of those.
I was thinking Pops, but you said Funko.
Well, Funko made them.
But it also works with their horror legends and all the ones that are Master of the Universe size.
And Batman got like Ace as like a big Thundercat, or what was that Cringer's name?
Yeah.
Battlecat. But Ace.
Who's Ace?
The dog. Batman's dog.
Batman has a dog?
Yes.
His name's Bat Dog?
Yeah, but his name is Ace.
Shit.
I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Batman Beyond. Most famous role.
All I knew is Batman and Beyond was Iron Man. That's all I knew. Yeah, you too?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, so we're doing Hatchet TV Gaming. After going from all that race stuff and all the politics and all that, the stuff I say I never want to talk about in the podcast, Hatchet TV Gaming on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Right now, it's mainly me and Deb and I doing live or playing a video game and talking, kind of like we're doing now without the video games. But go like us over there, follow us, watch all that stuff. Pretty soon, Chuckles will be out here whenever we can get him to play the damn video game.
I'm
and
actually getting my Atari, and I want to start streaming Atari games.
There you go.
Especially like the big Kaboom ones.
What is that?
And your whole room gets all flashy.
Why would you want to do that?
Because it looks cool.
Yeah, but it also causes seizures and shit like that.
That's fine.
People are too sensitive.
That's fine.
When you play those games, make sure you start with, hey, these are games. They might flash. And
No, this is Hatchet TV Gaming. If you have any concerns, call Josh Long.
Fudge you. You all right over there, Deborah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. But that's all I got, man. I am emotionally and physically drained from this conversation.
I just realized I'm off tomorrow and there's nothing to do.
Wah, wah, wah.
There is like responsible things like laundry, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I've been wearing these socks for like 4 days straight.
You should do laundry.
No.
Cool.
Well, I'm going to put that 1UP Gaming Street Fighter arcade cabinet on layaway tomorrow.
The $2.99 one?
Yeah.
Where do they have layaway?
Yeah, good. Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
But I was looking at the other ones, and I don't think I really want any of those except for the Street Fighter one.
Yeah, me too. Because they have Centipede and all that stuff.
Yeah, and I think when I finally get it, I want to do a video of us putting it together and see how much we fuck up.
But there's gonna be a lot of duct tape. Does it come with a monitor, or do you have to
It
buy
comes
it
with
separate?
everything. It comes with a monitor.
Hey, those buttons feel
yeah, they're
pretty
like
sturdy.
straight up American style buttons.
Everywhere that I've gone, they have like all the buttons covered except one button for like the demo unit, so you can just tap one button.
That's dumb.
Yes.
So they have them at Walmart too?
Yeah. But all right,
But you can put it on layaway at $30.
I've been trying to end this podcast for like 20 minutes. I'm like, but all right, okay, so let's shut down.
Oh,
you can't control the mice. Just turn everything off.
What do you got to say, Deborah?
Nothing. I was just.
Oh my God.
I was just going along with trying to stop you.
So a big shout out to our Patreons, Boat Captain,
Arr!
the Phoebes, and Jennifer Moore.
Jen, the more. Jen, the more.
Hey, have you seen that movie Hereditary? Well, you saw it.
Yes, man.
So right now I'm all like,
After that day we saw it, I went to my brother's house
And saw it again.
because they had like, oh, we got the Fire Stick, like that's great, and like every movie they found was like straight up like Saudi Arabia movie theater copy that had a commercial every 10 minutes.
That's why you shouldn't watch movies like that.
But they had Hereditary, which was like in perfect condition.
So did you warn them about it?
No, I said.
Now, during that scene, messed up scene, did you watch them?
Yes. And the whole time before this...
Chuckles, why did you cup the mic with both hands when you did the...
Because I didn't want it to sound too bad. But before that scene happened, they were like, this movie sucks, it's lame, and all that. Like, hey, by the end of this movie, you still think the same thing, I'll give you $100.
What?
And at the end of the movie, like, you can keep your $100.
So what did they do during that scene?
Same thing I did, but like 6 of them.
Do you know that you are being recorded?
No.
I recorded your reaction to it.
I want to see it.
I'll show it to you after this.
Post it online.
Yeah, I don't know. But, all right. So, this is the end of our podcast. You can find us on Instagram. Not only Hatchet TV Gaming for Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook and all that, but also Hatchet TV. HATCHET TV. All right. So, Josh, the old married gamer.
And Deb.
And Chuckles.
And we're saying good night. Thanks for your time. Tune in again soon. And peace out.
Oh.
Bye.